I am the Witch of Jasmine and welcome back to my channel! So today I have a reading for my Capricorn moons. How are you guys doing? If you're doing well. There we go. That one wanted to come right out. Very nice. Alright, so, well, first of all, if my voice sounds a little strange, it's because I've been sick for the past, oh my god, these cards are wanting to come right on out. Very nice. I've been sick for the last week, so bear with me if I sound a little unenthusiastic. It's just my voice. Okay, but anyway, as I'm shuffling these cards very quickly today, I invite you to take some deep breaths. If you hear some rustling in the background, that's my cats. They're very energetic today, like usual. Oh, I think we have a bonus shadow card. That's fun. Okay. Nice and quick, very to the point. I like it. Very Capricorn moon style. Okay, so let's start with our oracle card. We've got new life. That's really nice. Okay, so we have Nine of Pentacles reversed, Seven of Wands reversed, Page of Cups, Two of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, and the Empress reversed. All right. And then we do have this other shadow card, but I usually when I get extra ones, I kind of just wait until I feel like it's the right time to flip that over. So we'll wait for that. So, okay, starting off, we have this Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is about harvesting the fruits of your labor, right? So when we have that reversed, it's about feeling like you're not getting the rewards, you know, not doing that. Something's kind of blocking that. But we have this Two of Pentacles under that, which is about, you know, in the specific context of this deck, which I absolutely love. It's the Dark Grimoire Tarot deck. It's about having these two parts of you I don't want to say at war. That sounds a little dramatic, but these two opposing parts of you. Okay, let's continue on. So we've got Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is about protecting, defending yourself from others. You know, in the story of the Suit of Wands, it's with Six of Wands, you're, you know, it's when you get very publicly recognized, you know, it's when a lot of people, you know, are, my brain keeps going blank with this reading. I don't know why. You know, you're getting public recognition for your accomplishments. So then Seven of Wands is kind of people coming for you, essentially, right? So Seven of Wands is when you're defending yourself, keeping that status, right? I mean, like, imagine at work, your boss is like publicly being like, wow, you're employee of the month, or I don't know, whatever. And then your coworkers, maybe some of them get a little bit jealous, you know, get a little snappy with you all of a sudden. And you're just kind of like, hey, I'm doing good. Please don't tear me down. You know, I'm not dealing with that. But below that, we have 8 of Cups. And 8 of Cups is about... Sorry, that's my cat crawling around in a box. Or on a box. But 8 of Cups is the card of anxiety, really. Maybe there's some other people kind of messing with you that's kind of creating this anxiety a bit. This is a very strange reading. I don't know. Getting very weird vibes. I'm trying to figure it out. So then we have Page of Cups, which I do really like the Page of Cups card. It's like a childlike wonder. But I mean that in a good way, not an immature way. It's like with this card itself, you know, we have this person who's like looking at this cup and a little fish jumps out of the... I don't know if you can see really well. There's a little fish in the cup and the person is just like, oh my god, wow, there's a fish coming out of this cup. That's so magical and lovely. Like, it's just like that kind of like looking at these small things and just kind of being like, oh, wow, that's so cool. That's so great, you know? But then below that, we have the Empress reversed, which is like, you know, the Empress is the archetype of a mother, you know, somebody who's very nurturing, loving, caring, etc. So when that's reversed, that's about, you know, the negative side of that archetype, right? Being overly dependent or being overly smothering. Oh, okay, yeah. I just had a thought. So with this card, or with this Dark Grimoire tarot deck, with this Empress card in particular, it has, you know, the Empress is also very much connected to Mother Nature, right? We think of nature as being very feminine and, you know, Mother Nature. It gives the example of like Mother Nature waiting in the shadows for new life to begin at just the right time, right? It compares it to the winter, right? Where it's like, you know, it seems like nature, at least in some parts of the world, I know in my part of the world, you know, everything feels dead in the winter, right? The green is gone. It's just kind of like brown and dead feeling, and like the sky is gray, you know. That new life, that spring, which it does just so happen to be spring right now, you know, it comes at just the right time, right? When the conditions are just right, then we can have that new life come back, right? That regrowth. Okay. Capricorn moons. I don't know if you can tell, but I've been really stumbling over my words with this reading. It seems like a lot of chaos, but also a lot of like, I'm kind of just getting like cold, stagnant energy. I am gonna take a... Oh, bless you. I'm gonna take a guess and say that maybe you are in a place right now where you're feeling pretty like you could use a breath of fresh air, you know? Because this is a lot. This is so all over the place, so chaotic. And I don't mean that to like brush it off, but I'm just saying this is a lot. and a lot of it seems pretty negative. And I think you just kind of feel like you could use a breath of fresh air, you know, use a step outside, you know. First of all, I'm sorry you're feeling that way. This is, I don't really like this energy. This is a lot. But I think this reading, and we'll look at this in just a second, but I'm thinking that this reading is here to encourage you a bit. I think, you know, just like in, you know, January, February, again, I'm sorry if you can't relate, but if you do live in an area like me where, you know, January, February, it's just cold and dead and you're just like so tired, you know, and maybe feeling a bit lifeless, you know. We know that at some point, you know, spring is going to come, right? Which just so happens that right now is spring. It doesn't quite feel like it right now, but it technically is. But we know that it's all going to grow back, right? We know it'll get warmer again. We know it'll happen because that's just how nature is, right? It's cyclical like that. We just have to wait and let Mother Nature do it when she knows it's the right time. And it's annoying being in that stagnant period where you're just waiting, but you know it'll happen, right? I think that's what this reading is trying to tell you, is maybe you're kind of in that January, February stage of life right now, right? Where you could use that breath of fresh air, you know, or the, you know, little blossoms coming up on the trees and the clouds clearing away for a bit of blue sky, you know, that that kind of energy. I think you're very much in need of that right now. And I don't want to say you just have to wait, but I think it's encouraging you, just reminding you that that will come back. It just needs to come at the right time, which is not right now, but I would guess soon, right? But of course, until then, I think because this Page of Cups is right here, I think this is kind of encouraging you while you're still waiting, because that's just how life is, right? We have the ups and the downs, and at some point that's spring, and then the summer is going to turn into fall, and then we'll be right back where we were in winter, right? So while you're in those rough times, I think remembering to keep this little bit of childlike wonder, you know, trying to keep that excitement, you know, enjoying the little things as much as you can. I think it's encouraging you to do that. Okay, let's look at this one. We've got 5 of Swords. Interesting. Yeah, I've been noticing with this reading as well, I'm definitely very much leaning into the shadow cards more than these cards, which tells me that there's definitely a lot of inner work, inner shadow work to be done, right? But yeah, with this 5 of Swords in this particular deck, it's a sign that there's a sort of leveling up opportunity with your soul right now. Does that make sense? I don't know why I'm like so stumbling over my words with this reading. I'm so sorry. I mean, when we have these 5 cards in this deck, it's about, and again, I do specifically mean with this deck, not just tarot in general, but it's kind of like almost like a crossroads kind of, or maybe like a fork in the road kind of situation where you have that chance, that opportunity to kind of grow your soul, I can't think of the right phrasing right now. You also at the same time just feel a little uncertain about that, a little hesitant, you know, because that's not easy. That's not the easy thing to do. The easiest thing, I think, is to remain stagnant, right? To not do that uncomfortable work of growing. But, of course, that's, I think, to create that or help bring about this a little more quickly, I think, and I don't mean to be sound like I'm just repeating stereotypes of Capricorn moons, but it might be easy for you to, I think it might be tough for you to remember to enjoy those little moments, right? Those little moments in life that make the winter not so bad, you know? For better or worse, you know, always want to be moving on to the next thing, right? Always be wanting to accomplish that next goal, always looking forward, looking ahead, right? So much that you're not really enjoying now. Even if now might be very difficult to enjoy, that's still something that I think all of us can benefit from learning how to do, is enjoying the little moments. Because again, it's all cyclical, right? You know, people like to compare life to a book, right? With all of its chapters. There's going to be good chapters and bad chapters, right? You know, I know a lot of pagans like to look at life as a circle, right? Like the Wheel of Fortune card. It's good and it's bad, it's good and it's bad. And I think something that's really difficult but very necessary is learning how to embrace those bad times, those rough times, even if it's tough and not what you want to do, because it can feel a lot easier to just kind of complain and feel like garbage, which is fine. Yeah, that's everybody does that, but in general, still learning how to finding things to enjoy and be grateful for. I think that's what these cards are encouraging you to do. Okay, now I feel like I'm just rambly. This was a very interesting reading, but I'm going to go ahead and stop there. Okay, so Capricorn moons. If you have any questions or would like anything clarified, please let me know. You can leave a comment or you can just reach out to me, whichever you prefer. I hope that you connected with this reading and that this helps you, of course. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye!